Hey, we're back. We've got something a little bit different today. Still within the trading card realm, but not something I really review all that much, simply because they tend to be a little bit more expensive as far as pricing for these products. Some of you may have heard in the past that I use this product. This right here is from a company called BCW. You're probably very, very aware of them. These are hard plastic sorting trays. And the cool thing about that is that they do come loose and everything, so you can actually break these out into separate individual holders. Flip them over here for you. And again, they've got the BCW name there on the bottom. Now, this is not the product we're reviewing today. The reason I'm breaking these out is because this actual tray is one of the trays that I use when I'm actually sorting through all of my cards. Whenever I bought these, I believe you could buy these in packs of, was it either 8 or 12? I can't remember. But they come in these little cubes, and as you can see, they come apart. And so if you wanted to, you could actually break them out into, come on. Okay, this doesn't want to come apart. This is one of the issues that I have with it. But anyways, yeah, you can break them out into single little slots and just kind of have them, there we go, and just sort of have them on their own like that. And you can actually use them if you wanted to. If you have like a card store, you could use them as a display or something like that. But for the most part, I don't use them for that. I only use them just for card sorting. So that's my main thing that I do with them here. But what we're going to do is we're not going to take a look at these because I've already been very clear that I love these things. They've saved my life. I've had them for like 5 years. But we're going to be taking a look at this thing, which is something similar to what I thought about getting before I purchased those. This is from a brand called Storage Standard. Right over here. It's kind of a bit of a reflection there. Let me see if I can turn it. There we go. Storage Standard card sorting tray. You get one of these, and it has 15 compartments. Includes card sorting dividers. Great for organizing, sorting, and dealing. So we're going to take a look at this. Now, to be very clear here, I understand that this product is not anywhere near the same as the BCW one that I previously mentioned. Again, this is a very hard, sturdy plastic. It does have some flex to it, but it's a very, very tough, sturdy plastic. And these, when I bought them, were a little more expensive because it is considered, I guess, more of a premium solution. This one is more of a budget solution. So I just want to be very clear there that I'm not expecting this to hold up the same as the BCW offering, but just wanted to kind of give you a primer as far as what I'm judging this on. So let me go ahead and open this up, and we're going to see just how good this sorting tray is when compared to the big boys. And again, like I mentioned, I understand that this is in a very different price class, so I'm not going to ding it too hard for not matching up to the BCW one that I have. All right, so let's go and open this up. This outer box actually is really tough. It's a very thick cardboard here. All right, so let's pull this out. And already I can tell the plastic is very, very different here. All right, so it shows here this bag is not a toy. It is not. Children, if you see this bag, do not play with it. It is not a toy. And it shows that this product is made in China. And wow, this is light. I would say that more than half the weight was from the box. Okay, and we'll get some flex out of it here. Okay, let me just take this plastic off. Okay. And again, full disclosure. Pull this out. There. Okay. Oops. Hold on. Card dividers flying. Here we go. There's our card dividers. Okay. Full disclosure, this was sent to me for free in exchange for a review, so just want to be clear about that. And already, Ding Defend. Okay, so maybe this is Storage Standard Ding. Oh, and Ding Defend. So I guess maybe this is like a co-opting sort of thing, like a partnership there. Okay, I didn't even notice Ding Defend. Okay, well that helps. There we go. So yeah, already first impression. Oh, that's not good. There's little marks right there. There's like I don't know how clear you can see that, but they're a little raised right there. That's unfortunate. Gives me a little bit of a worry. If I put my card up against there, like in a heavier stack, is that going to leave a little indentation on my card? Yeah, let's hope it doesn't. Okay, so first things first, in comparison, again, the BCW one, it does have some flex to it, but it's a much sturdier plastic. See if I can separate that here. Yeah, this is a much thicker, sturdier plastic. And it's got all these little extra things here. Again, this is a premium solution, so it's not apples to apples. This is just a single tray. You can't separate these little boxes or anything like that. It does flex quite a bit. It is a pretty sturdy plastic. It's fairly thick. It's not paper thin. That was my big fear when I requested this, is that I don't want to get this and this plastic be so thin that it's practically useless to me, because whenever you're dealing in cards, whenever, say, for instance, if you're going and sticking, you know, a stack of 100 cards in this thing, the weight is going to start to be a factor there. And so, you know, if you've got 100 cards here, 100 here, and so forth, it's going to be a factor. Am I able to lift this tray up and not have it just kind of concave in itself and just give way and break apart? With these, I do not have to worry about that. I have actually done it, and it holds up just fine as long as the hinges don't give, which they have not. But this, I was concerned, is it going to be able to hold up to that kind of punishment? In fact, where is my stack of cards so I can give you an example here? Hold on. Okay, we've got a little stack of Pokemon cards here. Fairly reasonable little stack of cards here. I don't know exactly how many this is. As you can see, they fit right in just fine. And the whole thing is, okay, well, this is my one set over here, this is my one set over there, and that's what you basically do with them there. And of course, you want to be able to stack them up like this. And there is actually plenty of room there. Yeah, you can actually stack these pretty high. Yeah. In fact, let me grab... Now, this is not exactly a fair thing here, because generally when I'm sorting cards, they're not sleeved or anything. They're just loose like this. But just to give you an idea, I'm going to take 100 sleeved cards. This is my commander deck. And I'm going to put it in this tray here. And we're going to see how much room is actually left there. Okay, yeah, so single sleeved 100 cards fits in there just right. Not sure how clear you can see that, but there's a lip right there. And it holds the cards just fine. Yeah. Okay, so it is able to do that sleeved. I guess, how would exactly we look at that? Would 100 sleeved cards be equivalent to, say, 160 unsleeved cards? I guess you could potentially say that. It depends on how those go about there. But yeah, that's actually pretty good as far as capacity. Yeah, the tray itself, like I said, fairly sturdy. The plastic feels thick enough. And we do have plenty of room, of course. There is a little wiggle room there, which is just fine. So, yeah, as far as that goes, it does look like it does okay there. Like I said, my big issue just from the face of it is these little marks right here, and right here. And I think, yeah, there's one right over here too. That's very, very minimal though. But that's kind of a concern for me. Now, of course, if you're going to be sorting just, you know, some common, uncommon cards, like just a handful of Pokemon cards like this, that don't have a huge amount of value, you probably don't care about little issues like this. But it's not always me sorting just common cards. Sometimes I do have a stack of a bunch of foil cards that are, you know, a couple dollars each. And if I get a little ding on one of those cards, suddenly it's not worth $2 anymore. Certainly it's worth $1.50 or something. So I do have to take that into account. Let's see, was there anything else here on the back that I wanted to see? Well, that says a little ding defender there on the back. Oh, we got some ding defend right here on the other side as well. That kind of crosses out to the front. Ding defend. Okay. So let's take a look at these. These, I imagine, are just kind of standard sort of card dividers. How many did I get with these? Was it 30? It does not say. I don't think this is 30. This looks like 15. We'll just count them up here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we got 15. Okay. So, yeah, I guess you get one for every slot that you have. So that makes sense. Okay. I see that. And again, these are fairly standard. They're not the thinnest I've felt, but also not the thickest, but they are quite flexible. So, oops. So that's pretty much what you would want out of a regular old card divider. To be very clear here, the pricing for this particular solution is much lower than the price for this. I believe for a pack of 8 of these, when I bought them, they actually weren't that expensive. I was able to get a pack of 8 of these when I bought them for about $18, which was really, really good. But that was 2019. That was a long time ago. Today, I think this same 8-pack goes for closer to $26 to $30. I could be wrong there. I would have to check. But this one, which has 15 slots, is overall going to be less expensive. Now, again, like I mentioned, the plastic is going to be different, but I would think if you're just looking for a lower cost solution that does give you plenty of slots to be able to sort your cards around in, I would say this is perfectly fine. Like I said, my main concern when I first saw this available for review was that when I got it, the plastic would just be so obscenely thin that it just simply wouldn't be able to hold up to the kind of punishment that I may give it. Because again, I've done, sorting of thousands and thousands of cards where I have filled up every single one of these things, every single one of them in giant trays of 18 of these little individual things stuck together. So if I fill up 100 at least, or maybe even 150 in each of these, is it going to be able to hold up? I don't know. I don't know if it would, but I think it would put up a hell of a fight. I would say the plastic itself is definitely thick enough. The dividers are perfectly fine. They're functional. They look fine. The colors are nice and vibrant. I would say this is actually a pretty decent solution. I would say that if I hadn't purchased these all those years ago, if I were still looking for a solution like this and I bought this, I would actually be happy with it. I'd be perfectly fine with it. Yeah, I see no problems with it. It feels like it's fairly well made. Well, there's a little... Hold on, is that normal? It's not. Okay, here's something that I did notice that I do need to point out. Let me see if I can flip this around for everybody to see. But there is an issue, a bit of warping that I noticed over here on the side. I'm not sure how this is going to show up on camera. In fact, it may not show up on camera at all. I'm trying to kind of flip this around. Okay, there it is. It's kind of hard to see, but there. See this warping right here? That is not normal. That is not normal at all. Oh, and look at that. It actually goes around the back here as well. Okay, yeah, that... I don't know if that's just an issue from the molding process. Yeah, but there it goes all the way around here as well. But then when you get to this side, it kind of just disappears. It doesn't show up on this side or on the front. Yeah, I apologize. It's not, I can only put my camera so far away from my table here, so this is a little hard to see. But I did notice that. Yeah, it looks like there is some kind of, I don't know what that is exactly. It just feels like the plastic is a little thicker there. Again, I think it's whenever they go and they drop the plastic in the mold, it feels like they just put a little extra plastic there and it just kind of sat there and started to cure. So it doesn't feel, in fact, if anything, my concern with seeing this is I thought maybe this would harm or have some sort of effect on the overall structure of the tray. But if anything, this actually may reinforce it. Yeah, because you've got a sort of thick plastic right here, and then right here where it has this bump, there's actually even more plastic. And so I guess in a way, this, I guess what you would call a manufacturing error or manufacturing defect actually sort of helps. Yeah, it does, because the plastic is just thicker right there. It's noticeably thicker. When I'm pressing my fingers here, oh yeah, that is a definite difference. Yeah, if anything, it actually helps the tray, so that's pretty funny. So yeah, Ding Defender and Storage Standard, you actually got a little lucky in that sense. The manufacturing defect I found in your product unwittingly made the product stronger. So, interesting, okay. But yeah, I needed to point that out, because yeah, as I was looking over it, I just noticed, I was like, wait a minute, that looks a little weird there. What is that? Okay, so manufacturing defect aside, is this a good tray? I would say yes. It's a good tray. It's perfectly fine. It's acceptable. It's reasonably priced. At least at the time of filming, it's reasonably priced. I would say if you purchase this, as long as you don't completely abuse it, it's probably going to last you a good long time. The plastic is thick enough. It's sturdy enough. It can hold several hundred cards at least. So, yeah, I see no problem with this product. I would say that I actually recommend it. Yeah, if you're looking for a sorting solution like this, to where I don't know if you want to actually use this as like a display for your store. I have gone into stores where I'll see they have trays like this just, so because they sell, singles in the stores and whatnot, and where they just use a tray like this to kind of make everything look nice and organized, and they have several of them throughout their display cases. So yeah, you could use it for that, or you can just use it like I use it, which is just for sorting cards into different, different sets and whatnot. That's pretty much what I do with all of my trays. So yeah, I see no problem with this. It's perfectly fine, reasonably priced. Good job, Ding Defender. I would say, other than the tiny little issues that I see here, which I hope get fixed, or hope that this isn't normal, because if it is normal, you got to fix that. But I don't think that's normal. I think it just happens that I got one that has a little bit of a couple little dings there, and a bit of a of a manufacturing defect that actually benefited it. But yeah, perfectly fine. If you buy it, you should be happy with it. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, share the video all you like. Let me know if there's any products out there you want me to review for you. And I'll see about going out and actually purchasing those. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. We'll see you next time.